Hi, if you're new here, my name is Rachel. Welcome back to another video. I have lost 12 stone since 2020 and I'm currently doing 28 days of videos throughout January. So if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram, like the video, and let's get into day 4. So today has been a little bit of a roller coaster. I'm not going to go into it too much because it feels very raw. It feels like we have a lot of uncertainty, a lot of unanswered questions, and it's about Pops, and that is like, she's my most precious little thing. And I just feel like at the minute I need a little bit of headspace away from just kind of talking about it. It's been a hard day, but saying that, it's been an actual alright day plan-wise, as in I have had 2 products in my water and we know that's the goal at the minute. That's the only thing we're needing to focus on. So I have finished, these are like 1.5 litres, this bottle. So I finished this. I also had one of these. So I'm pretty much on point with my water today. And then, like I said, I've had 2 products. I am going to have the maple pancakes for my dinner. Because they're just absolutely outstanding, and I just get some like mixed berries, warm them up, put a little bit of the Sweet Freedom caramel syrup over them, more like Greek yogurt. Oh, they are to die for. And so they're a little bit of like a sweet treat to have. So I'm really, really excited for them. I think they are going to pick me up a little bit and just make, like, they're like the comfort food and like comfort eating without being bad for me, right? Like, and I think regardless of how much weight you lost and how long you've been maintaining your weight and all the rest of it, ultimately, I think I said this in yesterday's video, there's always going to be a part of me that uses food for comfort. Like, I find food so comforting, and I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with that. I think it's okay to enjoy food. It's okay to be comforted by food. It's okay to like use food to evoke like memories and celebration. Like, I do not think that is a bad thing. I think it becomes bad when we're using it to kind of disassociate and take ourselves away from reality to an extent where we're not actually dealing with the things that maybe we're struggling with, which isn't what I'm doing. I am very much head on dealing, but then that means that things feel heavy. So I think being able to have my little treat of my pancakes is just gonna make me feel a little bit better this evening. And sometimes there will be periods like this, but I think what's really important to take from these videos, they are not the 28 days that I had hoped for. Let me tell you, I was hoping to barge in here, like, you know, firing on all the cylinders, smashing it, like being like pure inspiration and motivation for you at the beginning of 2025. But this is actually reality. And, you know, I've spoke to so many clients over the last couple of days that are feeling the pressure of like being perfect in January and have really struggled with the fact that they've been struggling, and it appears that everybody else is just absolutely smashing it. And I keep saying to them, I'm like, you're not alone. Like, there is this awful expectation that January has got to be the best month of the year. Like, if you're on a weight loss journey, it's like, if I don't succeed in January, the whole year gets written off. And it's like, no, for some people, January is a really difficult month. For a lot of us, there's a lot of negativity associated with it because we've been on so many new year, new me plans in the past. And so part of it is about going, do you know what? We just need to let go of that. And even if all I can do this month is paddle, then I'll be paddling. And you know what? It is better to do that than to just fall off the face of the earth. And yes, of course, I wish more than anything that life was in a place at the minute that it felt easy to go in head first and just absolutely smash it. But it just isn't the way it is at the minute. So I've got 2 options. I can either try and make progress every day and try and have some wins every day, which is what I'm doing, or I could just jack it in and just not do it at all. And I know, because I've been on doing this for like 4 years, like managing my emotional eating, that actually even the smallest bit of progress is progress. And I know at the minute I need this accountability. I need this place to talk. And even if I'm not, you know, I don't need to go into details about things to be able to talk about, you know, that relationship with food and all the rest of it. Because it doesn't matter what you're struggling with. What you're struggling with could be the same as me. It could be completely different. It could, you know, be something in between, right? It doesn't actually matter. Like, what we're struggling with doesn't matter. How we're reacting to it and what we're doing to help ourselves through it is what matters. Because like I said, life is always going to throw stuff at you. Life is always going to check you challenges. There's always going to be like a broken, like, appliance or a flat tire or a kid's sick, or do you know what I mean? Like, these things are always going to come up. So instead of just completely putting the brakes on and stopping in that period, and a lot of the time, let's be real, like going backwards and just completely like binge eating and overeating and trying to fix everything with food that we know it doesn't work. Like, just try and get to a place where you can just be okay. Like, there is nothing wrong with being okay. We don't have to be perfect. We don't have to be 100%. We don't have to be this A-star pupil. Nobody hands you like a medal at the end of the year because you've had an A-star year. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think we have to practice what we preach. And when we're saying to ourselves, like, I want to cultivate a better relationship with myself. I want to cultivate like less black and white thinking and all of that. It's like, well, you have to put your actions where your words are and actually do that. And, you know, hopefully be that role model to those other people in your life to say that, you know, when you say to like your kids or your siblings or your friends, like, it's okay. You don't have to be perfect. You don't, like, lead by example. And that's what I'm hoping I can do here. Even if there is that little annoying part of my brain that wants to tell me like, oh, you're letting people down because you're not doing it 100%, or people are going to view you differently because you're not doing it 100%, or you did it 100% before, so why are you not doing it 100% now? Or like, you know, you've got that bit of your brain. You've got that gremlin in your brain. I know you have. If you're watching my content, you've got that gremlin in your brain, right? But I'm having to just tell it, like, shut up. Just go sit over in the corner. We do not need to listen to you. And just, like, approaching this with a little bit of, like, grace and kindness and compassion, which is what I always talk to my clients about and is in, like, most of my training sessions and mindset masterclasses. It always kind of comes back to those three things. And so, yeah, I'm just really trying to apply that because I know this storm will pass. Like, we all have storms. We all have times when we're not, like, and I think it's difficult when you're going through a difficult time and you don't, like, people always say, oh, there's light at the end of the tunnel, or, well, that seems a bit dramatic, but you know what I mean? There's always, things will always sort themselves out. I'm such a believer in that. Things will always sort themselves out. They just do. Like, they just do, right? But when you don't know what that solution looks like, it can be really, really difficult because we're all, like, inherently a little bit of a control freak. And we want to be able to clearly see the path that we're going down. Sometimes it can be really daunting when you're going down the path and the streetlights aren't on, right? And you don't know exactly what's coming up. But I think just having to try and practice being a bit more present, being a bit more mindful, and just trying to focus on the here and now instead of looking forward is the main thing that I'm trying to do. And again, as with everything within this challenge, it comes back to just having those small wins every day. And like I said, 2 products, had my water, I'm going to go down my pancake. That is a win. And maybe all you've done today is drink your water. And you know what? If you have, like, celebrate that. And if you've absolutely smashed it, celebrate that too. Like, this is just about being in our own lanes and doing our own thing. Let me know in the comments, how's your January going? Do you feel this weird pressure? Do you feel this weird expectation of us all at this time of year? Be so interested to know other people's opinions of this because, yeah, I feel like there is an immense amount of pressure. I think some of it we put on ourselves, some of it we bring from our past, and like some of it is just out there. So yeah, what do you think? Are you feeling pressure? Do you like it? Or do you find it kind of hinders you? Let me know in the comments. Do remember to like this video, subscribe or follow my page, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Bye.